So this is breakfast, cod, polenta and cabbage. This is the thing, I don't know the name, that has shrimp inside. I was just going to have this, but this was only 250 calories, and I've been eating too much out of the or beyond the meals, so I decided to eat more at breakfast to see if my hunger is more tamed, calmer during the day for lunch and dinner. And together with that, what would be a 250 calories meal becomes a 395 calories with 31.91 grams of protein and 62 carbs, so within limits. The shrimp thing was raw. I'm going to have one of these, and I put the other ones back in the oven to see if they cook up. The zucchini meatballs and cheese, the rice, and the extra 250 calories. I couldn't get 300 in yogurt and berries. So let's do this. It's 120 grams of zucchini, 3 meatballs, each, the total of which is 80 grams of meat. Look, when I made the meatballs, I counted the meat and the other things to make sure then that each meatball had a certain amount of meat, so that 3 meatballs would be the 80 grams. That's how I made my account. So don't consider that every 3 meatballs has 80 grams of meat. These have, because that's how I made them, and I know how much nutrients they have. Then 33 grams of mozzarella, 25 grams of shredded cheese, and so the courgette is 20 grams. The meatballs are 120 calories. The courgette, the meatballs are 195 calories. The mozzarella, 33 grams, are 73 calories. The shredded cheese, 25 grams, are 93 calories. I needed more calories, so I added 100 grams of rice, which is an extra 129 calories. In terms of proteins, the highest one is the meatballs with 19 grams. The rest is below 6. Being the shredded cheese has 6.3 grams of proteins, the mozzarella has 5.6, but the rice and the courgette are very low. 2.5 on the rice, 1.4 on the courgette or zucchini. These are very low on carbs, even though rice has a lot. It has 46. But this left me 300 grams short, so I added 128 grams of yogurt, which is 150 grams, and 380 grams of red fruit, which is 100 calories, and this is a total of 42 grams of protein, 760 calories, woohoo, oh, 600, and 75.23 carbs. Okay, so much. I added everything, so from breakfast till now I have 74 proteins, 74.9 proteins, 1,226 calories, and 146 carbs. I'm supposed to have 90 proteins per day, 90 grams of proteins per day, 1,800 calories per day, and 200 grams of carbs per day. So the next meal, which is dinner, I am missing 15 grams of proteins, 574 calories, and 50 grams of carbs. This allows me to see if the next meal I have already aligned will reach the goal or not. And I'm going to have lunch. A non-predicted dinner, but it was what I could do with what I had left to eat, which was 15 grams of proteins, 574 calories, and 50 grams of carbs. This has 100 grams of red cabbage, 100 grams of red lettuce, and 30 grams, which is the sauce, of cream cheese, and it was then sprinkled with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, which is 40 calories. And the 2 things I made in the morning, I hope they're okay now. So, regarding calories, the red cabbage has 31 calories. The red lettuce has 15 calories. These are 100 grams each. The cream cheese has 75 calories. The 2 shrimp things have 290 calories, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 40 calories. As for proteins, the shrimp things have the most, which is 10 grams of proteins, but the red cabbage has 1.4 grams of proteins, and the red lettuce has 1 gram of proteins, which is surprising. The cream cheese only has 1.1. Well, only. It's slightly different in amount, but it's 30 grams, so it's 3 times smaller than the amounts of vegetables. Regarding carbs, they are all very low. The highest are the shrimp things, of course, but these are 2, not just 1, 26 each. It still allows me to have 13 grams of protein, 451 calories, and 16.5, which is very good, in carbs. So, really? This is a mistake. 42 plus 7.4 plus 2.1 plus 7 equals 58.5. So this is a mistake. I don't know how I did this. Carbs 58.5. This leaves me with lacking 1.5 grams of protein, 123 grams, so I suppose it's a calorie deficit, but I overdid 5.5 grams in carbs, which is one of my main worries. So the goals now are not to go overboard on proteins and make sure I reach the minimum calories intakes, which in my case, my basic metabolic rate is 1,800 calories, and start reducing carbs to make sure I have 200 or less for now. And I missed that one, but hey, that's what I could do today. Shrimp pastry, there was one left. I ate it, and then that made me hungry, and I ate 3 more cookies and then 1 more cookie, and then I was still hungry, and I had 2 more cookies with 5 grams of cream cheese in the middle. I did not count it 5 grams. I had a bit of cheese. I put 1 cookie on the balance, the scale, and then I put a bit of cheese in the cookie, and I found out it was 5 grams. I put another cookie on top, and I made this, a cookie cream cheese sandwich with it. So I had 6 cookies and 5 grams of cream cheese plus the shrimp pastry. It was a lot. I don't know if it was for the lack of the proteins and or calories still had, or it was emotional eating from being confronted with so much food on YouTube. What I know is I ate more than I should.